stop whatever you're doing and get your web-slinging asses over here pronto. Spider-Man No Way Home totally lived up to the hype, gave us a shit ton of nostalgia, opened up the multiverse, and most importantly, provided loads of meme-worthy material. I mean, I don't know who made Ned the CEO of sex, but I'm not complaining. You know, I'm something of a Spidey man myself, just in case you didn't know. So today I'm covering my top 10 scenes from Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's do this thing.
How did you just do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
Yeah, this was short, sweet, and totally set us up for what the rest of the movie was going to look like. Matt Murdock deserves all the attention in the world, and it's such a relief to see Charlie Cox do justice to the character because, let's face it, Ben Affleck really isn't suited to play superheroes. Just ask Warner Brothers if you don't believe me. Sadly, we only got to see Cox's Daredevil in the limited Netflix series until now. His appearance was so sudden and unplanned that even the people who saw the leaks were surprised by his introduction. Yeah, he's only there for a short cameo, but I guess the whole point of his inclusion was to tease us, wasn't it? Well, at least he showed off some of his skills when he caught that brick. Yes, Matt, we get it. You're a really good lawyer. I know we got a good chunk of this fight in the trailers, but man, the visuals are just mwah. Peter doesn't agree with Strange's theory of letting fate do his thing, so he steals the multiverse box and kicks off a sequence that defies all laws of physics. No, seriously, I don't even know how to explain all the different shapes and sizes that were on display during this battle. I guess we should have expected the graphics to be super trippy, considering how Doctor Strange is basically a stoner superhero. But more importantly, Spider-Man found some new fans after this scene as well. Yeah, Steven did dominate the fight for the most part of it, but he did become so complacent that he forgot about Peter's secret weapon, geometry. That gives the web crawler the chance to win his way into the hearts of every maths teacher on the planet. But hey, at least those boring classes are going to be a little bit more relatable now, aren't they?
Ow.
I'm sorry, sir, but...
Come on. Fuck off! Asshole.
I have to try.
You can thank me later.
No Way Home was filled with extremely funny moments, but the scene that totally broke my heart was when Aunt May finally bid us farewell. It comes after the action-packed encounter where Peter gets his ass whooped by Green Goblin and May tries to help her nephew by injecting the Goblin with the anti-serum. Of course, it was a fake, and the niggling menace seals her fate with one of his pumpkin bombs. It's a very strong and emotional scene that really exposes Peter to the reality of the world and makes him more vulnerable than he's ever been in this franchise. I mean, the poor kid's already super sensitive, and losing his mother figure like that just left him completely devastated. It is a dark moment that changed the tone of the film, and to be honest, I think it was necessary though to give Peter's character some context regarding the motivations of his actions and the complexities surrounding his morality. Well, at least Tony's got some company in heaven now, isn't he? Let's just hope Happy never finds out.
And with great power, there must also come great responsibility.
Here's another example of a scene that got us super hyped despite being part of the trailer. I'm sure a lot of us have Spider-Man 2 as our favourite Raimi film, so watching Doc Ock on the big screen again was a feeling that simply can't be put into words. Apart from the obvious nostalgia attached to his presence, we also got to witness a pretty awesome battle with great visuals and slick choreography. Otto Octavius gave us a nice little reminder that he's still a force to be reckoned with as he gives the Iron Spider a run for his money. But then, just as you think he's going to become unstoppable after absorbing Peter's nanotech, the MCU decides to pull one of their PG-13 tricks and puts in a funny little gag that surprisingly goes well with the adrenaline-fueled battle. And of course, the scene ends with a surprise entry from the one and only Green Goblin. Now that's how you serve a throwback.
Is it magic? What is this, a birthday party? Who is this clown? How did you do that?
Lots of birthday parties.
But this time, make everyone forget who Peter Parker is. Make everyone forget me.
Okay, I'm man enough to admit that this scene did get a little tear out of me. It's amazing to think how effective this moment is considering that nobody even dies in it. Doctor Strange is having a hard time keeping the multiverse and its variants at bay, and Peter realizes that the only way to make things right is to have everyone forget who he is. Now that's a shocker, even for the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, screw you, Wong. You won on just a technicality. Anyway, the scene acts as the perfect parallel to when Peter was hesitant about people forgetting that he was Spider-Man. It goes on to show how much he's matured in such a short period of time where he had to deal with all kinds of heavy shit. To watch him bid goodbye to MJ was just gut-wrenching, and kudos to Tom Holland for playing his role to perfection here. On a serious note though, I'm just worried that the CEO of sex is going to swoop in and steal Zendaya away from poor little Tom.
Is there anything else?
Thank you. I'll see you around.
Man, this scene was so deep that it took me 2 viewings to fully understand how it actually ties into the Raimi trilogy. Tom's pretty pissed about the whole Aunt May situation, and understandably so. The Green Goblin is a total menace. Just look at his face. This dude is on that Freddy Krueger shit, yeah? Anyway, this scene comes right at the end of Tom's rematch with the Goblin, and it shows Spider-Man slowly turning over to the dark side as he mercilessly thrashes the villain without any remorse. That's the cue for the OG Spidey, Tobey Maguire, to step in and stop Tom from killing the Goblin with his own glider. It shows how far Tobey's character has come after his own encounter with Norman Osborn, and he doesn't want his successor to make the same mistake. He doesn't even say anything. It's all implied in the way he looks at Tom, and while I would have loved to see a couple of Bully Maguire moments, this was a perfect way to answer Tom's moral conflict. I mean, yeah, the Goblin still stabs Tobey right after, but luckily it wasn't anything too serious, and Tom still cures the bastard.
How'd that get in there?
I can't stress how important this scene was to me. I loved what Andrew's Peter had with Gwen Stacy, and I'll never forget Sony for killing her off in the Amazing Spider-Man sequel. But luckily for fans all over the world, Andrew gets his shot at redemption when MJ falls in a similar fashion, and Tom can't get to her courtesy of one Goblin glider. Man, you should have seen the audience reactions when this moment came on. It was absolute madness. Not only does it give us an awesome throwback, it also allows Andrew's character to get some closure after his failure to save the woman he loved. It was so satisfying to see this happen, and I don't care if it's fan service because it really works. I gotta say, Andrew did seem pretty determined to get the job done. I guess cracking Tobey's back triggered some traumatic memories.
Are you okay? Peter! Hey, Peter! Peter!
I am Spider-Man.
Honestly, I don't know why Andrew Garfield got so much hate for the Amazing Spider-Man series. Yeah, the movies weren't exactly masterpieces, but he still nailed his role and deserved better than just being sidelined and forgotten. So of course, when he makes his first appearance in the movie, I just lost my collective shit. The build-up of the big reveal is nicely timed as Ned and MJ try to find Peter Parker, and the new Sorcerer's powers open up a portal for Andrew to drop in and introduce himself to all of us. I also gotta give props to Zendaya for improvising that whole bread skit, because it provides us with some comic relief to help us digest what we've just witnessed. Oh man, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Also, that whole web dusting bit was just so super wholesome to watch.
Good?
For now.
Find Peter Parker! Great, it's just some random guy. Hello?
Now, as much as I love Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire was the first Spider-Man and gave us all countless memories during our earlier years. There's just something unreal about seeing your childhood idol on the big screen again after over a freaking decade. Yeah, we were all expecting it after Andrew's appearance, but that didn't calm anyone down one little bit. I don't think I've still come to terms with it, you know. Emotions were just flying all over the place the moment we saw Tobey step through the portal, and I think it was a smart decision to have Ned say, it's just some random guy. It's because the writers know what we're going to be thinking at this. This is the man who made everything possible way back in 2002. This is the man who showed movie companies that the superhero genre is the way forward. This man is everything to us, and he sure as hell ain't random. He's a fucking legend. Yes, Tobey, we love you.
They love me.
Then let's hear it for your one.
It takes something special to beat Tobey's appearance for first place, but the final battle at the Statue of Liberty was just too epic to ignore, right? This scene just keeps hitting us with nostalgia right till we overdose on it. I mean, we see all 3 Spider-Man working together to defeat a slightly incomplete Sinister Six. I mean, that's as perfect as it gets. Everything about this battle works for me, and you can't tell me otherwise, okay? Even when the Spideys struggle to work together, I mean, there's still a certain flow there that maintains a consistency in the overall tone of the scene.
Carol,
Man, I also enjoyed that little Bully Maguire reference, and the whole Avengers gag was just super hilarious. But of course, the most iconic moment was when all three Spider-Men synchronized their tingles and give us the iconic shot that everyone's gonna remember for years to come. I'm getting just hyped talking about this stuff. Overall, this scene is packed with great action, effective choreography, quality visuals, and entertaining throwbacks.
I'm lame.
You're amazing. Just to take it in for a minute.
Yeah, I can take it in. No, I can take it in.
You are amazing.
And there you go. Those are my top 10 scenes from Spider-Man No Way Home. I know there are a lot of other moments that I haven't included, so let me know if you want me to do a volume 2, and I'll just get on it right away. Like, share, and subscribe if you're new around here, and hit me up on my socials if you want to talk about movies and pop culture. I've also started a Discord channel too, so feel free to join in using the link in my description. My Patreon link's there as well in case you want me to make some customized videos for you. Okay then, I'll see you in the next one.